What's up, traders? The reason most traders lose money is because they never learn how to read the real structure of the market. They never learn how prices move, and as a result, fail to recognize the most reliable pattern in price action. It comes as no surprise to me that only about 10% of the traders consistently make money. I trade the ES-E-Mini S&P 500 on a 2000 tick chart, and I use no indicator but the 21 EMA. I created this channel for all new and advanced traders who had more than enough with fancy indicators that don't work. I trade the E-Mini S&P 500 on a 2000 tick chart with no indicator but the 21 EMA. That's all I need. The most reliable pattern in price action is the two-legged pullback, and the highest probability entry setup is the second entry. Taking in the right context, the two-legged pullback and the second entry have an extremely high win ratio in getting at least a few ES full points. The reason being is the psychological effect of it pushing the market for at least few points. However, you don't really have to be an ES trader to benefit from this setup, and it works equally well in any financial market. Speaking of the two-legged pullback, it is by far the most reliable pattern in the market. And the simple reason for it is that traders and institutions feel much more comfortable to jump into a trade on the second attempt to do something. In this video, I will show you how I start my trading day, how I draw my support and resistance lines, how I mark my channels, how I adjust them during the trading session. Yes, I do adjust them during the trading session. It's not a Bible. How I enter my trades, where I set up my stop loss, and how I decide about my targets. Needless to say, I trade live, real money and no demo BS. I show all my trades, winners and losers, without skipping any of them. As you probably know, I don't trade the ES the same like everybody else. I don't set up a 4 ticks target. I don't believe in the 1 point target. I go for the bigger picture because the risk reward is extremely important to me. So I start the day, it's about 9 o'clock Eastern time, and I can already draw my channel. So this is the channel I have for now. As you know, I draw them between wicks to bodies, and now I have my channel. So now let's do some bar by bar analysis. Still in the channel, we have a first entry, a second entry, but the signal bar is not good. You see that? And of course it's not working. Signal bar is super crucial. You don't want to enter a trade when the signal bar is against you. Second entry is just the market trying to do the same thing 2 times. Let me show you. If we have an uptrend, the market retrace, try to break the high for the first time, retrace again, and then make the second attempt. And this is the second entry. This is the first entry, this is the second entry. Same for short. If we have a downtrend, the market retrace for the first time, try to break the low for the first time, retrace again, and try for the second time. And thus, this is the second entry short. This is the first attempt, this is the second attempt. This is the second entry short. Now I will walk you through my thinking process during the day, and I'll show you how I draw my channels, adjust them, and where I take my trades. So it's about 9 o'clock EST, and I draw this channel. I have the wick, bodies, I already have the channel. The market retrace, first entry, second entry. However, the signal bar is not good. And we are ranging here. There is nothing here. Still no trade for me. And this is the first break of this channel. See? This channel hold till here, and now we are breaking out of this channel, which means that I'm expecting a new high. And we are retracing back. We create a two-legged pullback, leg, pullback, another leg, and a second entry long. This is our signal bar, good signal bar. This is a second entry long. So you can go long here. It's on the key entry point. And two-legged pullback. Leg, pullback, leg. And a second entry long. And as you can see, if you trail your stop behind these bars, you will be out here for 7 points. So now we have a solid channel. So we have this channel, first break, we are expecting a new high, and we get a first entry, second entry, signal bar bad. However, the next bar is an engulfing one. You can go long here. A bit congesting here. This one leads nowhere. It's a loss. Now, this channel got a break and a new high, so it's safe to look for shorts. And you get a first entry, and a second entry short with a beautiful signal bar. This is a great second entry short. And the reason it's okay to take this short is because this uptrend had a break and a new high. So now we are waiting for prices to rush us below the moving average, and we got a second entry short. And we are rushing above the moving average. So now I'm waiting for second entry long or a failed second entry short. Why? Let me show you something. We had clear two legs here. One leg, pullback, second leg. So for us, this downtrend had played out. We are rushing again above the moving average. First entry short. Second entry short. Quite far from the moving average, but still a second entry short in a good spot. So it's a second entry short. You can trail your stop here. Nice trade. So now I'm thinking, okay, maybe there is a bigger channel here. Now it's okay to look for a bigger channel. And it looks like it's fitting here. Okay, let's see the midline. Yeah, this might be the channel. So you had a channel, break, new low, leg, pullback, leg, new low, rushes above the moving average. It's safe to look for long. And you had a failed second entry short here. Now, if you are still in this trade, I'm expecting now a second entry long. I get a first entry and a second entry long with engulfing bar. It's safe to look for long. If you are short here, I would stick to this short. Nice trade. So now I'm thinking, okay, maybe we have a bigger channel here. Maybe it's something like this. You see how nicely it fits? Let's check the midline. Yeah, it's quite fitting. This is the channel. Let's move on. First entry long. Second entry long, but too far from the moving average, and the signal bar is not good. Look, first entry, second entry, signal bar is horrible. Too far from the moving average. And now we have a first entry long, and a second entry long. And it's safe to go long here. We are close enough to the moving average. It's a great signal bar. It's a good second entry. You see how beautiful it works? Here you have a first entry, second entry, but your signal bar is horrible. It's close to the moving average, but I wouldn't take it. The signal bar is just not good enough. And of course it doesn't work. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Okay, we are ranging. It's a range, it's a clear range. See that? This is a range. Remember, we are fading the range in the direction of the overall bias. Nothing so far. There is a second entry short here, but I would not take it. First entry, second entry. Too congestive, bottom of the range. We are just looking to fade the range. We have no interest in doing any shorts here. We can draw this channel by now. We have this channel, break, new low. It's safe to look for longs. Rushes above the moving average. First entry short. And a second entry short. However, we are too far from the moving average. It's not a good setup. And it fails. So this range still holds, you see? We are still ranging here. We want to fade the range. We want to buy the breakout to the downside. We don't want to short this range. Here we have a clear two legs, but we don't have any setups. So we have, look, we have this leg, pullback leg, okay, downtrend, break, new low. This downtrend has played out with a break and a new low, but we don't have any setup here. Unfortunately, we don't have any setup. Let's check out our channel. Yeah, still valid. No setup here. Let's continue. We have a first entry long. And look what we have here. We have first entry short, second entry short. We are expecting for a failure here. So I'm placing a buy stop order, one tick above this bar. And it's also a nice bullish bar. So we have like two things here. We have first entry, second entry short, and we have first entry, and we might have a second entry long at the same time. Working. A bit congestive here, but we got like 6 points here. And we are below the moving average again. However, don't forget that we have this channel. Let's draw it again. Yeah, this channel is still valid. Still below the moving average. We are waiting to prices to trade above the moving average now. Now it's going there. We have a first entry short. And we had right now, here, second entry short. First entry short, second entry short. I'm placing a buy signal here, a buy stop here. And now I move my buy stop to this bar. All these traders who went short here, on this second entry short, will be stopped out at the high of this bar. One tick above this bar is where the stops are. So I'm placing now my buy stop one tick above this bar. And we are in the trade. And look at this. It's a failed second entry short and a second entry long. First entry, second entry. This bar is a bit neutral. However, it's a failed second entry short. It's a trap here. So we are in this trade. It's a good setup. And it's working. You can trail your stop here for a nice move. Yeah, like 8 points. Here we have a first entry, expecting a second entry, but a bit far from the moving average, and a doji-like bar, a bit too neutral for me. Yeah, it gave you like 2-3 points, nothing more than that. And it looks like we are ranging again. See that? It's a range. So we have like one leg here, pull back, and now we are building the second leg. You have a first entry, second entry long. Signal bar is not good, but this downtrend did not get its break and new low, so it's not safe to take this long. We are still expecting prices to make a new low here. And we are nowhere here. Prices just keep oscillating in this range. And that's the end of the trading day. I hope you guys get into my mind when I show you what is a safe setup for me and what is a risky one. I try to avoid the risky one. We are not trying to pick bottoms. So even if we know, for example, that market made, let's say, measure move, okay? Let's say here. See, it's a clear measure move. However, we don't get any setup here, and we still want to see prices rushes above the moving average to prove to us that they can trade above the moving average, and then it will be safe to look for second entry short fail or a second entry long. Remember, what is your job, guys? Your job is to identify the channels as early as possible and adjust them all the time. Because during the trading session, you will have to adjust your channels quite a few times. So look at this chart. You had this channel. At the beginning, you didn't have it. All you had, was this one, right? And this is a break expecting a new low. But when it starts trading down, making lower low and lower highs, you have to adjust your channel. You can't stay with this channel, because if you stay with this channel, this break in quite few legs to new low signals that you can go long, and that is wrong. So when you have a channel like this and prices still makes more and more legs into new low, there must be a bigger pattern here. So you have to do something like this. And this is your new channel. And this is the break, and here you are expecting the setup. Here you are expecting prices to rushes below the moving average and give you the first second entry long or the second entry short. This is the area in which you want to take the trade, because when a channel like this gets broken, okay, traders will try to push market for a new low. And here you have a nice room to find your setup here. For example, here you have a first entry long, second entry long, and a failure below the moving average. This is a classic trade. Why? Because you have this channel, first break of the channel, we are expecting a new low, prices rushes above the moving average, rushes down, rushes up, first entry, second entry long, and immediate failure. So this is a failed second entry long, and in that case, you will target this peak. Let's take another example. The moment you see this, you draw your channel like this, okay? And you're expecting prices to break outside of the channel, and traders attempt to make a new low. So you have a channel, break, expecting a new low, and what happens here? Channel, break, and we have a first entry, second entry long. First entry, second entry short. Signal bar is not good, however the last bar is good. You can jump here with a limit order and trade it all the way to the new low. This is where the magic happens. Channel, break, and here you are looking for your setup. In this case, it's a first entry short, second entry short. Another example here. You see something like this. Immediately you draw your channel and you get your break and you're expecting a new low. So it's a channel, break. This is the retracement. This is the retracement phase. Okay? First entry, second entry short. Beautiful trade all the way to the long. I want you guys to get used to drawing the channels. This is a channel, clear channel, no question about it, okay? So look what you have here. You have your channel already drawn, you have your peaks here. This is a clear channel with few touches, it's already confirmed. And then you have a nice two-legged pullback with the close outside, move to new low, into the trend line. Okay, into the trend line. And look what you have here. You have a first entry, second entry short, and this is a failure. Everybody who went short here didn't get much. It's a first entry, second entry short, into the trend line, and immediate failure. So this is a beautiful, beautiful long setup. Yes, it's below the moving average. However, it's at the key entry point. Look at this example. You have a channel. It's a clear channel here. No question about it. Okay? Touches already. And then you have a first entry, second entry, at the key entry point. This is your trade. So all the time adjust your channel because this will save you. Now it's already confirmed that now you have a first entry, second entry, beautiful bullish bar. These are the trades you are looking for.